Ask up. Ask up. Ask up. Ask up. Ask up. Ask up.
The 95 WIIL ROCK Morning Show.
Talking to Greg, I'm like, "What do you do, Greg? You got to be at work." And he's like, "I'm a carpenter." And Lou's like, "I need a carpenter."
I do. I need a carpenter.
I have
so
no way
bad.
to pay. What do I do? That's what she says. I need a carpenter so bad. I'm like, Greg, you get the giant check. We'll take a picture. You can leave. And then Leah starts talking. He's like, "No, I'll stay."
No, I'm good.
She's like,
I do. I have a job at my house, and I don't have the tools.
I got a job that needs to be done. Well, I wish I had an extra $1,255. Oh. You're embarrassing yourself. Right
I know. I'm good at that.
Stop throwing yourself at Greg Dibble. Even though he's the guy now, he's like, "Hey, what's Dibble up to?" "Oh, man, let's go to Dibble's house." It is Ask a Financial Advisor. Bret Kinnamon is here. You got questions, text him, and now we'll get them answered in just a couple of minutes. 815-283-0095. Studio, the first word in your message. I'll buy your questions like retirement stuff, tax stuff, investing stuff. Investing's your big thing or whatever. So
Mine at this point of my career is mostly investing, correct?
Growing money for people.
Yep.
Figuring out how they can retire one day. Anyway, you got questions, text them in now, 815-283-0095. Studio, the first word in your message. It's 825.
Your camera's making noises.
Your camera's making noises. What do you mean making noises?
That's us.
Yeah, I can't turn it down.
Oh, you just got to mute it.
It's muted. They're all muted. Pop's not having problems with the camera. It's
okay,
muted.
Pop. Mix of sun and clouds.
It should not be on. It's completely
No, it
muted.
shouldn't.
What are my options here? Is turn the camera off. They don't give us cameras. What can I do? Yep, that's as down as it goes. Now it's louder. Now it's quieter. We've really fixed the problem. It won't let it go all the way off. It has to be on that much. I don't know why.
Here, hand it over.
Okay,
I'll fix it.
Show me. This is when a woman's like, "I know you're doing it wrong. I'm going to show you. Give me that."
I will. Let me
Then
do
she won't fix it.
Let me do the weather
and
real
she'll be
quick.
mad at me.
Mix of sun and clouds at 56 today. Tonight, a low around 40, and tomorrow highs in the 70s.
Fix it. Go ahead and fix it.
Yeah, she's going to fix it. We'll see. 95 WIIL ROCK 95 second update. A North Chicago woman has been arrested after an investigation into an incident earlier this year in Park City. Gwendolyn Thompson's accused of getting into an argument with a gas station employee over cigarettes back in mid-March and was so mad she apparently backed into two people with her vehicle and bit a third. 32-year-old faces charges, including aggravated battery.
You're going to fight with them over cigarettes.
She tried to exchange them. I don't think they do that.
These are not menthol.
A Minnesota man facing over 25 years in prison after being busted with large amounts of cocaine, meth, and prescription drugs near Huntley. Darylyn Moran Sanchez was arrested back in September of 2020. Uh-oh, did she fix it?
I want to talk about
The 25-year-old was convicted of drug possession and intent to deliver. He'll be sentenced in early June.
How did you fix it? Oh, you have no mic now. Now we can't hear you. How did you fix it? So I know.
I just went into the setting. I'm sorry.
Went into the settings on my phone.
The settings. No, not on your phone. On the StreamYard. Yeah.
I already had the mic muted.
Yeah, I just changed the setting on the.
All right.
Okay.
Pop knows.
Pop, Scott. I got you, Pop.
Get me one of those little jitterbug phones.
WIIL ROCK Sports brought to you by the plumbers and steam fitters of Local 118. They're looking for welders. Now go to ualocal118.com.
The buttons are so tiny. I need bigger buttons.
They make those, just not for that board,
The
probably.
jitterbug.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I know the phone you're talking about. White Sox win. The Brewers lose. Cubs lost as well. White Sox take on the Twins. Brewers take on the Rockies. Cubs take on the Nationals. NBA playoffs. The Knicks and Lakers win. Panthers and Kraken win in the NHL playoffs in Milwaukee. Tonight, it's the Admirals and Moose in Game 3 of their playoff series. That's tied at 1 game apiece.
How humiliating. Thank you for that.
It wouldn't have been if you didn't have to say that I wasn't going to fix it, but then I had to
me.
prove you wrong. Yeah, and then embarrass
everything.
you. And
All
we
right.
have guests. I'm sorry.
Very embarrassing in front of company. Whatever. Do your kicker.
And finally, just when AI couldn't get any scarier,
Oh, geez.
they're saying that it can now read our minds.
I believe that.
Researchers,
I believe that. Like the targeted ads that pop up on my computer now are things that I don't think I've typed into anywhere.
But you've said out loud.
I don't think I've said in emails. But I think it's figuring out based on other stuff I do.
What you're thinking.
If you come over and look at my Facebook right now, all the ads, all the target ads are boots and vinyl skirts.
What are mine?
And
mine are bathing suits.
Because I click on that stuff. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah,
that's and then I send a picture
Bras.
to send a picture to Yola, and she's like, where would I wear that? I'm like, I don't care, around the house, whatever.
See, but my ad says the push-up bra for small boobs.
All right, well,
Okay.
you don't have small. Well, I can't discuss these with you.
I mean,
But
this
it knows
is not.
it knows that you're super saggy now. So
Oh, thank you, Tom. Hate you. All right, so the
who's
AI.
humiliated now?
Yeah.
Shoes on the other boob now, isn't it?
They are not, though, and everyone can see that. So, researchers at the university.
Dibble's making sure he only makes eye contact now. He's sitting right next to you. He's like, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down.
University of Texas Austin have successfully created an AI system that can translate a person's brain activity into actual language. It's a non-invasive procedure that they use. It's an MRI scanner, if you will, and it decodes, transcribes a person's thoughts.
I don't believe this. They can read your mind.
They can read your mind.
I don't believe this.
Okay.
I don't. This
Science says
this
otherwise.
This is a game changer in the world. If they like,
This
so
is
now they can
terrible.
throw you on the jury. They can throw you in the box in front of the jury and ask you questions and then hear your thoughts.
Yes.
Instead of hearing your BS come out of your mouth.
That's honestly, when it
This
comes
is
to
terrifying.
crime, is one of the things that I think we're going to have the biggest issues with AI and stuff, because you're able to take somebody's voice and then make it sound like, because I mean, video and audio.
Fake,
yeah.
But the biggest problem is this is like the movie Minority Report. They're going to say, okay, we're arresting you for a crime that AI has said you're going to commit, and we want to stop you from this murder. So it's going to be
Can you be charged for
precog. It's going to be they're going to charge you for thoughts. It's going to be the thought police.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't want it on me here at work. You and I would be enemies.
We would
be. But you'd be enemies with every work. Or actually, I'm the only guy.
But here's the issue. Here's the issue, because I go to a lot of therapy, and thoughts are just thoughts. They don't actually mean anything. You could have a thought and not actually. This is something I pay someone to tell.
Most people act on their more powerful thoughts.
That's not true.
Yeah,
that's not true.
Well, I'm alive.
Thoughts are
I'm alive,
thoughts.
so there's proof of that.
Yes,
She hasn't come
exactly.
after me yet.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a little terrifying. Traded out of the Chevy Trailblazer into the Silverado last week at Ray Chevy in Fox Lake and Raymond Chevrolet in Antioch. If you're looking for Silverado or any truck, they've got it at Ray and Raymond. Huge selection of all the trucks. And whether you need one or you need a bunch for work, they're going to hook you up. You're going to get the best price, the best financing. You're going to get the truck you want, and they're going to take care of you. You got a truck or trucks to trade in or anything else they'll take in trade. Yeah, right now they're going to give you top dollar for that trade, and you're going to get a great deal. A lot of people with the trade, and they're like, can't believe how much my payment got adjusted. So whatever's going on with that, with your credit, with your trade, you need a new vehicle or a quality pre-driven vehicle. The place to stop, Ray Chevy on 12 in Fox Lake or Raymond Chevrolet on 173 in Antioch. Bret Kinnamon's here. You got questions about money. Text him in now to 815-283-0095 studio First word in your message followed by your questions. Money's a scary thing for people.
Well,
So
as a radio, what do you even call us anymore? I don't even, as a radio person, I've just kind of.
I'm an enlightened observational humorist
Sure.
and wordsmith.
We're never retiring. We are never going to have enough money to retire. But if I were to have a job that I could retire, how much money do you need to retire?
Depends how much you're going to spend in retirement.
It depends on how you live.
Right.
But let's just say I'm living the average Joe life.
I wonder this, how much, I'm 57. In order to have a good retirement, how much should I have saved right now? Just throw a number out there. I know it's specific to every person. And
yeah, that's a tough answer.
But if I want to be able to survive and not have to go find another job and, work until I die.
They used to say $1 million.
If I want to actually, oh my God.
And that's not a thing anymore.
You can also get by on $500,000.
Oh, well, in that case.
It depends how much your Social Security is going to be.
I'm out of here.
Depends how much other things are going to be.
Social Security isn't supposed to be a thing by the time I retire, though.
I have some clients that have started that only make $50,000 a year and put $4,000 a year away, and 30 years later they've got $1.5 million. If you
do it early, you got to do it early. I tell you, you got to do and put just a little bit away early is better than a whole bunch later. It grows.
A math teacher in 8th grade told me I needed to start saving for retirement, and I thought that he was.
But you can't get it through to 8th graders. No. You can't get it through to high schoolers or even people in college.
Even in my early 20s.
Just put away $100 a month now when you're young, and it'll grow.
Yeah, I see some people, husband and wife, make 6 figures both. They spend it all, and they've got less than the smaller guy does that saved for a long time.
What can I so you can, with $500,000, I'm not going to starve and I'm not going to have to work.
Correct.
I can retire and I'll be able to afford.
But you can't live past 70.
I can afford my Netflix and whatever. And then so $500,000 is good, but you want $1 million. All right. If you want to go out and
I would say so.
All right. So listen, you said it depends on their Social Security. Social Security is on a sliding scale based on what I know it's based on how early you take it, you get less.
Correct.
But is it on a sliding scale based on how much you put in? If you didn't put in any, if you didn't pay FICA your whole life, do they not give you money?
Correct. I had one client that came to us, and his Social Security was like $100 a month because he never put anything in.
But they mandatorily take. I can't adjust it. He just somehow found a way around it, right?
Cash business.
Yeah. But if you put in the max, you get the max. I mean, they've been taking it my whole life.
Correct.
If I was saving it on my own, I'd already be a millionaire. It takes so much. So, all right. But don't depend on Social Security.
No, there should still be a good plan.
Yeah. All right. We're screwed. So the minute
I'm on the no plan.
Yeah, the no plan. Fail the plan.
Just call
fail
me.
The plan to fail. Even if people aren't like rich people, can you help them figure it out? Or
yes, we work with all kinds of clients. Someone could give us $5,000 and we'll work with them.
All right. Yola is invested with Bret, and she gets her statement. And right after she started doing it was when the market was in a downturn. And she would open her statements and read them and fret.
No.
And I'm like, when the statement comes, I want you to take it and give it to me, and I will put it in the shredder.
Right.
Because you can't go up and you can't panic and just stay the course. I think, right?
Correct.
Don't take financial advice from me. I'm going to die in this chair or be a barista, but don't panic, right?
You want to buy when people are scared.
Yeah.
You don't want to be selling.
Yeah. All right. If you have other financial questions, I can answer them for you, or Bret will. Text them in now to 815-283-0095 studio, the keyword. If you are young, start putting just a little bit away now, and you will be so grateful later.
Mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 56.
Also, you should learn a foreign language and how to play a musical instrument. Mandarin Chinese, if you got the brains for it or whatever, but Spanish will do or whatever. You should learn a foreign language and a musical instrument. Those two things basically just so you can get laid, whatever musical instrument.
Is that what does it?
So I try to tell my boys, neither of them listen to any of it. Don't you? You're for band guys. Band guys get it all,
No,
right?
my husband never played.
Yeah. Well, it's the sexy hat.
Yeah, that's it.
Bret Kinnamon's pretty funny for a financial guy, for a money guy. He said you can cash the big check if it has actual routing number and account number. It doesn't, but if it did, you could walk into the bank with
supposedly you should be able to do that.
With the big check.
My father about 20 years ago wrote a check on a T-shirt, and the guy that received that T-shirt was able to cash it because he wrote the routing number and account number on the check.
You're a teller, and somebody comes in with a nasty T-shirt and like cashes. What was the check on the T-shirt for?
I think it was $100 off of a ping pong game.
Okay,
that's funny.
So Dad was a drinker. Yeah,
yeah.
That's a party thing to do. I wouldn't know how to do that. Greg, you can cash the giant check, but we already gave you the little one. Sorry about that. So. Okay. You can hang or you can go. You can go now that we got our picture. That's all we needed you for. But I like you hanging out.
Okay.
You seem nervous.
Oh, not nervous.
Is it Leah? It's Leah, isn't it?
It's me. I do that. I do that.
All right. Sorry about her. It's 8:45 now.
Mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 56. Tonight, a low around 40. And tomorrow, highs in the 70s. It's 40 in McHenry and 41 in Grays Lake.
To the text line next. Questions for Bret Kinnamon, Kinnamon Accounting and Tax Service. You make the green, they count the beans. You got questions, text them in now to 815-283-0095. Studio, the key word. I came last Friday night for Bandemonium here at the G Spot. Good turnout. We need more people to come out and support local music this weekend. You like local music? Here's your chance to come out, watch some great bands. You kick in $5 at the door, and you get to pick which band that vote is for. If you haven't seen any of them before, just guess, or I don't know, and then come back next week and keep voting for that band. We're gonna have the lineup announced soon. Bandemonium t-shirts available. They got merch to sell. Stage here at Gurney Mills, just inside entrance G, the G Spot, right across from our studios. And it's Bandemonium this Friday night and Saturday night. You want to get here early to get in. Thanks to U.S. Army Cherry Pit Studios, Janelle Rominsky Photography, Lola's Tacos and Tequila, and Music Center, your music destination, Highway 50 and Green Bay Road in Kenosha. Bandemonium this weekend again here at the G Spot with WIIL Rock.
95 Will Rock Hometown Update.
Sponsored by Menards.
The Huntley American Legion Vet Fest is June 17th from 3 to 11 p.m. There'll be live entertainment throughout the day, food and drink, and activities for the kids from 3 until 6 p.m. Proceeds go to support local veteran organizations. For more information about this event and others, please head to the Hometown Update page under the Go tab at 95willrock.com.
Show me the money! Money stuff. Bret Kinnamon is here. We're talking money today. Kinnamon Accounting and Tax Service. You make the green, they count the beans. Even if you don't make a ton of green, you should have a plan for your money. You got a question, text it in now to 815-283-0095. Studio, the keyword, and we'll get them answered. Greg, two G's and Greg and two B's and Dibble. Greg Dibble is here. He's the party guy. He's got an extra.
Well, and then Bret only has one
$155.
T.
Brett.
Yeah.
Greg could loan him a G, and then it would be Brett. I don't know. So, question for you from the tech. A lot of Social Security questions. Somebody said, "Can I collect SIRS and Social Security?" What's SIRS? What is SIRS? Do you know what that is?
I'm not sure what SIRS is.
All right. So
I think
the answer
I've
is
heard
yes.
the term before, but
So the answer is yes.
Yes. Just hide it well. Just hide it well. Married couple. This says married couple both drawing Social Security. If one dies, does the remaining spouse continue to draw both Social Securities? This sounds a little murdery for me, but I hope the answer is no, so the murder doesn't happen. But what's the deal?
it still can't collect both.
You only get one.
You get to collect the one that's the most,
get the higher
right?
of the
Yeah.
two.
Yeah. So if hers is higher, you get to keep getting hers.
Yes.
And if his is higher, you
You get to
getting his.
choose.
Correct.
So I'll get Yola's.
Mm.
Mysterious stuff. But hide the body for a while if you can.
Yeah, if I must comment on that.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like he answered that. So if he's called for a deposition or in court, if this person actually does this, he's like, if I must comment, but I have no real point and no involvement,
no affiliation, yeah.
whatsoever. If you have questions, text them in now. There's some serious questions on there. 815-283-0095 studio, the keyword for ask a money guy, a financial advisor, or Kinnamon Accounting and Tax Service, like Cinnamon with a K. It's KinnamonInvest.com. It is 8:52.
Mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 56.
Theory, 95 Will Rock, the rock station. In fact, I've had 3 coffees, and I've now had to apologize to everybody in the room. I'm a lot today. I apologize. Leah says the coffee here, because I've offered it to our guests, tastes like dirt.
Don't do it.
I can't tell the difference. Tim, you make a pot every day. I make 2 pots every day. Leah doesn't make any, and she's bagging on it.
I'm not sure what good coffee is actually supposed to taste like.
I don't know the difference. This is the only place I drink coffee.
Yeah.
So, but to me, it all tastes like ass. I put a gallon of creamer in it or whatever.
I just drink it black, scarf it down. Hopefully the caffeine kicks in.
Right. I'm just there for the energy. I'm not there for the. I don't. Good hot cup of coffee.
See, I like the taste of like a nice cup of coffee.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway,
you
guys want coffee or water? After you're going to have a cup of coffee, Greg. Bret. No. Bring your own. It's 8:57. That's why I'm a lot today. I apologize.
Mix of sun and clouds today, high of 56. Tonight, a low around 40, and tomorrow, highs in the 70s. It's 41 in Round Lake Beach and 42 in Libertyville. Don't.
You need a coffee.
Mm-hmm.
95 WIIL ROCK 95-second update. New charges filed against a Winthrop Harbor woman accused of intentionally running down her boyfriend with a vehicle. 36-year-old Candace Roble charged back in March with reckless homicide for the death of 40-year-old Cody Humphrey. A Lake County grand jury's now added new counts of aggravated DUI causing death. She's due in court next Wednesday. Missy Elliott, Willie Nelson, Sheryl Crow, Shaka Khan, Soul Train director Don Cornelius, and George Michael
walk into a bar.
Inducted.
Okay.
It'd be hard for George Michael.
He's dead.
He's not around.
Don
anymore.
Cornelius, I think, is dead
also
too.
gone.
The
Yeah.
Soul Train.
They're all going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Are any of those rock artists?
I know, borderline. Go through them again, but I think they belong in there because it's very much every other type of music that affects rock. Who is it?
Missy Elliott.
How rock is she? No, but whatever.
Willie Nelson.
I mean, obviously he's going in.
Sheryl Crow.
Yeah, she's good.
Shaka Khan.
Say it again.
Shaka Khan.
One more time.
Save me, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan.
Now 3 times fast.
Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan.
Let me rock you, Shaka Khan. We're doing the song. Yeah, that's the coffee. Sorry, keep going.
Don Cornelius.
So yeah, he's a big deal.
George Michael.
Yeah.
The Spinners.
Yeah, they're rock. They're rock.
Yeah,
like
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, okay.
And Leah's favorite, Kate Bush.
All right. Does she hate? Do you like Kate? Oh, okay. All right.
So those are all going.
Play along with my Shaka Khan next time. Just stay on script, okay?
Talking about.
Oh my God, computer, play "I Feel for You" by Shaka Khan. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me with
By
this?
Shaka
Are you
Khan
kidding?
on Amazon.
You don't know this?
Maybe.
Chaka Khan.
Shush.
Chaka Khan.
That's what I was trying to get him to do.
Chaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Let me rock Shaka Khan. Let me rock it.
How full of yourself are you if your song is your name at the
Feel
beginning?
for you. Chaka Khan, what you tell me what you wanna do? What you feel for me,
the way I feel for you.
Chaka Khan.
Let me tell you what I wanna do. I wanna love you, wanna hug you, wanna squeeze you.
I want to love you, want to hug you, want to squeeze you too.
You with my charm, Chaka, 'cause you know that I'm the one to keep you warm, Chaka. I make it more than just a physical dream. I wanna rock you, Chaka, baby, make you wanna squeeze.
Never heard this song.
Pew pew.
Never.
No?
Never.
All
Not a day.
Really?
Not a day.
Greg, you know the song?
No.
Brett.
You can go, Greg. Whatever. Brett, do you know the song?
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah,
it.
he knows it. Tim, do you know it? Do you know what I was trying to do with it? You
Is
knew
it
it?
an age thing?
No, it was a huge hit in the 80s.
Okay, exactly. I was born in the later 80s.
Do the sports, Tim.
WIIL ROCK Sports brought to you by Windy City Rooter. They drain your pipes, not your wallet. NBA playoffs yesterday. Knicks and Lakers won. Panthers and Kraken win in the NHL playoffs. White Sox, Brewers, and Cubs all play today. The White Sox won yesterday. Brewers and Cubs lost. Admirals and Moose game 3 of their playoff series tonight in Milwaukee.
Do you do like some kind of flashback segment when you're on Disco 102 after our show? Is it like a 80s at 8 or a 90s? I mean,
not
is
that
there any
I'm a
kind of
part of.
flashback segment?
No.
This would be big in the flashback.
I know this song.
This is the same song. I know this song. Oh, this one I know. It's the same song.
It's the same as
You just
Chaka Khan,
you
Chaka
only know
Khan.
the middle?
Feel for you.
You only know the middle. Okay. Oh, this one I know. Well, I can't with you today. SinusandSnoringMD.com is where you meet Dr. Swerdlin and his team. Sinus problems, nasal issues, sleep apnea, snoring, whatever it is, they're going to correct that. And because of that, you're going to sleep better. You'll feel more rested, and the rest of your life will be that much better. You will be surprised how much things improve when you go to SinusandSnoringMD.com. You don't need a referral. Most insurance is accepted. And even if you've just got questions and you're not sure, go to the website. You can get them answered right there. SinusandSnoringMD.com. When you go in and see Dr. Swerdlin, he's a nice guy. He'll put you at ease, and he will improve your quality of life. They're located in Lombard, Mount Prospect, Oak Creek, and Kenosha, so it's nearby. And the place to start is the website, SinusandSnoringMD.com. Bret Kinnamon is here. Kinnamon Accounting and Tax Service. You make the green, they count the beans. KinnamonInvest.com, because we gave Greg Dibble the giant check for $1,255.35.
Can you retire on that?
If you put that much money in an investment when you were like 20, $1,200, when you're ready to retire 45 years later or whatever, how much money do you think you would have? Just throw a number out there.
Pick, but you could have hit a big one like Apple or Microsoft at the right time.
Maybe a millionaire.
Multimillionaire possibly.
I wish that would have got through to me when I was young. Just to put a little
just
in
a
there.
tiny bit.
Greg, did you save when you were younger?
Nope.
No. See,
Am I still younger? I'm going to be 36 this year.
That ship is not sailed, because you could put in for 25 years. You could put in, max out the 401k if you can.
I do.
You're going to be golden. You're going to be right. She's going to be good.
I don't make enough. I don't make enough money.
How old are
here.
you? 48? What are you?
I just almost swore. I'm going to be 36 this year.
36. If she maxes out her 401k now and does it till retirement, she's going to be golden.
She should be good.
Yeah. Toes in the sand, drink in your hand kind of stuff.
But I make minimum wage, so.
Oh, that's true. It is. The company this year actually kicked in some to the 401k. It's like the second time ever. And I'm like, is somebody drunk in the head office? And the rest of the people are like, what have you done? Yeah, they clicked the wrong button. From the text line for Bret, it says, is SWSTX a good mutual fund to invest in? My wife and I both max our Roth IRA into that fund, or should we be splitting it up? You should diversify.
I can't give specific investment advice on a specific symbol.
Yeah.
But you want to diversify. You don't want too many eggs in one basket.
You mean you can't give it out on the radio, but if somebody comes and sees you, then you'll get more. Definitely. Then you'll get into. But he's not gonna like blurt out some great stock here that we should all get right now so we can all get rich.
Apple back in the day.
That doesn't seem retroactive, but yeah, people saw that. Irene that used to work here, she got McDonald's on the ground floor, and that was that. But there are things you can be risky or you can be safe or whatever.
Correct.
And do stuff like that. Yeah.
Correct. Look for the next Apple. Try to try to gamble, and I hate using the word gamble, but try to gamble with a little bit of
Get
the
crazy
money,
with a little of it.
you
Yeah.
know.
So Yola,
go
I
for
said
some longer shots.
the thing right now is electric cars are coming, whether you like it or not. It's going to happen, and it's not. I said, don't invest in the cars, invest in the infrastructure, like the batteries and stuff like that. I said that to her, and she's done that with you, right?
Not specifically that, but similar, yes.
Similar, yeah. Do you think that's a solid thinking on my part, or am I talking like a
No,
sausage?
few
You got to
months,
see
few
what's going to
months
be
ago,
big.
I started
Yeah.
looking at some of the companies that are setting up the charging stations and thought that that was a good idea.
Charging
to start investing
stations,
in.
batteries, all the
Mhm.
infrastructure. But then someone will come along with a new, different battery technology, and the one
Possibly.
you bought into will just tank. So you got
That's
to.
why you have
got
to monitor and look at
diversify.
your investments on and
So you're
off.
saying to this person, diversify. Don't put all your eggs in
Correct.
one basket.
Correct.
SURS is the State University Retirement System. It's a pension from a community college. So this person wanted to know about their SRS and their Social Security. What was their question? Do you remember?
Can you draw from?
Can you draw
both?
from
Can I
both?
collect
Can you
from
draw
both?
from
Yeah,
both?
yeah.
If it's a pension from a college or a business like Motorola or Microsoft,
Yeah.
yes, you can draw off pension money.
We have a
while you're
great
drawing off
we have a
Social
great
Security.
pension plan here at Alpha Media. It's called Work Till You Die, unless we fire you. It's
It's not fired anymore.
Do you think Roth IRA versus traditional 401k? Do you think Roth or 401k where the taxes are, which is better? Which is better?
I personally like the Roth better.
See, I'm doing all the other one. I'm because I'm like, if they're not taking taxes out now, that's more money for me to grow for later.
But either way, it is still saving and still growing.
Just do it.
Yeah. If someone comes to me and wants a Roth IRA or a regular IRA, more often than not, I'm going to set up a Roth IRA.
I suck. All right. I'm doing.
Well, you should have went to Kinnamon Accounting and Tax Service.
Well, I've been putting that $10 a month in, and I think I'm going to be set for retirement. And 2316, come and see me at my mansion. It is 9:08.
Sun and clouds today with a high of 56.
You got questions for Bret? We'll get some more of them answers. He's got to go do actual money guy stuff. 815, the number to text to 815-283-0095. Studio, the keyword, ask a financial advisor today on WIIL Rock. You come into Will Rock, everything eventually gets around to weed. We're talking to Bret Kinnamon here about marijuana stocks and if they're going to get higher.
I didn't catch it at first. I don't know.
Bret made the joke. Did you know you were making a joke or not? Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I did.
All right. Yeah. I don't know if
I think
did
he's
or
just
not.
naturally funny.
Yeah. And because you always go to your investment guy for the humor.
Look at him.
Ask an investment guy. Text your questions into 815-283-0095 studio, the keyword. But we asked about marijuana stocks, and I would have thought they would have been like taking off or whatever. But you're saying that they have not. So
no, they have not.
And what are we waiting for? Why is it not a good like I want to buy Snoop Dogg's weeds if it's not probably not available. It's
the big boys aren't getting in yet.
Yeah.
The big institutions they're not going to get in more than likely until federal legalization occurs or that looks much more imminent.
Yeah.
Texting my husband now about this.
What? Don't buy weed stock or two buy weed stock. Buy weeds because it's low now.
Yeah, weed stock. Okay.
Just leave the word stock off. Buy weed.
Buy weed.
You'll be like, yeah, babe, I got you. What if they do drug testing here, Leah? What'll happen?
Everyone gets fired.
The building will be empty. It's 9:13.
Sun and clouds today with a high of 56.
It's in the company manual.
Is it?
I'm like, come at me. Will Rock Morning Show. A little weed last night, a lot of coffee this morning. I apologize. Thanks to the Ray and Raymond Auto Group in Fox Lake and Antioch. Vixen coming up Tuesday, May 16th. Another show at the Vixen on Green Street in downtown McHenry. Atreyu is going to be there with special guests Point North, Within Destruction, and Lilac. That's on Tuesday night, May 16th. If you have not been to a show yet at the Vixen, there's a good one to jump in on. Green Street, downtown McHenry. Details, tickets, all that stuff on the concerts page at 95willrock.com. I didn't know there were metric Allen wrenches. Colin came in and we wanted to complain at him about something, so he got his Allen wrenches out and he's fixing it. Is it metric or is it SAE? I had no idea. Like my Allen wrenches. Did you guys have Allen wrenches at home?
I think I have one.
Mine are just the ones that come with something I tried to put together and they sent an Allen wrench.
Yeah.
And then when I need an Allen wrench, I hope that one is the one that works. Kind of like Colin's trying to do right now.
He even said, I make it up as I go along.
He came in and I told him something wasn't tight, and he walked over and tried to tighten the thumb one that you can do by, and I'm like, you son of a, like I didn't try that. But he came in with his Allen wrenches and it's still not fixed. What? It's still not fixed.
I have to get a washer.
Oh, you need a washer. That's all right. You need a washer and some Allen wrenches. That's what I said. And a flugel binder. Bring your flugel binder in so you don't get. It's technical stuff, Leah. It's man stuff you wouldn't understand. Thank you, Colin, for your prompt and courteous service. And that's called fixing the microphone mount. Radio 101 broadcasting bit. It's 9:18.
How do we still have listeners?
How do we still have a job? Bret Kinnamon is here. Kinnamon Accounting and Tax Service. You make the green, they count the beans. Questions from the text line. The other guy sitting on the camera, if you're watching TomTube, is Greg Dibble. He got the giant check today for log toss, $1,255.35. I have a log toss question for Bret before he goes. But I also we talked about crypto. We talked about weed on the air, crypto off the air. Is crypto? Should people still be trying to do cryptocurrency as like an investment or whatever? Are you? You think it's a good thing? It
I'm really not supposed to be advising on crypto to the general public.
Yeah.
But
it scares the hell out of me because I don't.
$dollars here or there certainly couldn't hurt.
I still don't know.
If you can lose it.
I don't even know what the hell it is. Greg Dibble is here.
I
Greg,
don't understand.
Greg, lean up closer to the mic. What is cryptocurrency?
I have no idea.
What's that?
I have no idea.
No concept of what, but you've heard of it, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how it works and what it is?
Nope.
No, nobody knows.
It doesn't make any sense.
Bret will now explain, or at least try to explain what it is, and it still won't make sense. It's like that sport, cricket. You know, you can watch it and somebody can explain it, but it still doesn't make sense. Explain cryptocurrency. What is it? How do you get it? What do you do with it?
It is a way to purchase things via the internet and tokens without having a physical monetary piece of money.
Kind of get
hands.
that. I get that. So you can buy some and then you can buy things. I've never been on a site where it says, do you want to buy this with crypto?
With crypto, no.
Right?
There has been a few places that have started
Taking
doing that,
crypto?
and then it's kind of died off here in the last 6 months to a year.
But the dark web is where a lot of people use the crypto, right?
I suppose I don't know much about the dark web.
I don't either.
Because you're buying nefarious things.
Right,
This is where you're buying your anthrax sports.
You don't want people to be tracing you.
All right. And then there's people that mine it and they get it they get it by using their computer.
Correct.
What is that? Where does that money come from? There's got to be actual money behind that somewhere, doesn't there?
No, there is not money behind it. That is the unique thing with it.
It's worth nothing, but it's worth everything.
Correct.
All right. So now does everybody understand crypto better?
Well, because it goes up and down in its value. Yes.
Well, like everything else, though. I mean,
just imagine that guy that bought his first crypto for $20 and then used it to buy a cup of coffee or 2 or 3 cups of coffee.
And now it would have been worth.
Now it would be worth $30,000.
Okay. All right. Let's ask some questions from the text line. We'll be maxing both our Roth IRAs, each from the age of 25, be a good amount when it's time to retire. If you're maxing your Roth and you're 25, when you retire,
I would say that'd be a pretty good amount depending on what you invest in.
If you get good investments, you probably will be able to buy a boat, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And other stuff. This says if I have $200K in my 401k and I put 10% of my check plus 4% match with me being with the company for 12 years, will I have enough money to retire after 30 years? Yes.
More than likely.
That 200K should double a couple of times in 30 years.
Correct.
How many years to double
money every 7 years?
Every 7
is a good average to look at.
So if I retire in 7 years, I should be all right. I should be all right. As long as the market doesn't go crazy, and investing is like
correct.
You got to give your little
and
warning.
It's about the
whatever.
plan in retirement and living off your money and living off the dividends it generates as opposed to just living off a principal.
Spending the money, right?
Correct.
Living off the principal is spending the money. You want enough to. All right. What can you look at for? So what can you look at for dividends? Can you say if I have $1 million, I can get 8% out a year would be $80,000, right?
Yes.
So is 8% a reasonable amount to
I
expect?
think that's
as
a
return?
reasonable amount to get everything into an 8% dividend situation
about
is
right?
maybe not a good plan, but by
'cause it's a little risky to get the
balancing out with
8%.
growth and
Yeah.
some income and living off some growth and living off of some income at the same time and creating a plan. Somebody says they need X amount of dollars a month to live off of, then we create the
Figure it
plan
out.
that generates them what they need.
All right. I need $1 million a month to live off of. Give me the plan, Brett. There you go.
Then we
There
need
you
more
go.
than $1 million.
Oh, geez. Okay. So there's that. But in my mind, I'm going to be a barista at some point, and there's nothing wrong. It's an honest living. If you got questions, one more time to the text line for Bret Kinnamon, text him in 815-283-0095 studio, the keyword. And you said you're hiring. If you know like tax people or investment people that aren't happy in their gig, tell them that Kinnamon is hiring, and it's a good place to work.
Most definitely. We've been around for over 75 years. In fact, longer, as my dad texted me the other day, longer than the nation of Israel.
Oh,
Wow.
well, there
We've
you
been
go.
around.
Suck it. I can't say that on the
No,
air.
you can't.
Oh, that'd be a problem. But you've been around a long time. It's a stable, good place to work.
Yeah, nice profit sharing plan, health plan, and
You could retire working with you guys.
yes, we've had
I
some
would
people
hope so.
work.
Or yeah. Do you need somebody?
20, 25 years for us.
Do you need somebody to just sit there 5 hours every morning and make fart jokes? I'm in. Hire me. Kinnamon.
as long as you do some clerical work on
all
the
right,
side.
I can file. KinnamonInvest.com. I know how to file. I learned it in high school in office class, business class. KinnamonInvest.com. It is 9:24.
Mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 56.
One time the text line for Brett. One more time coming up on WIIL Rock. So it just happened for the first time. I went to the restroom, and on the way back, what did I do?
You went to the wrong studio.
I walked into the old studio, and nobody's in there. I'm like, and some weird ass music was coming out of the speakers.
Was Katy Perry
it was
blaring?
something weird. I'm like, I don't know this. I don't know what this is.
Kissed a girl.
Yeah. Then I walked in, and Colin was fixing the mic still. He didn't give up on fixing the mic, and it was during the song. And I'm like, oh, you only got a minute and a half left. I wanted to get down to like 2 seconds. Cut the blue wire, MacGyver, and but he did it with a minute left. Look at that, he fixed it. Thank you, Colin, for fixing the microphone. If we could just fix the clicking. It's 9:28, WIIL ROCK Morning Show, Tom and Leah.
What clicking do you talk about?
There's clicking. Do you hear it or not?
No.
It happens when I talk. Sometimes on this mic, you'll hear a
Okay.
click. It just happened just before I talked about it.
Got it.
But nobody hears it but me and my loud ass headphones. I'm waiting for you to do the weather.
I know, and I'm stalling.
I'm stalling. Okay.
Mix of sun and clouds today, high of 56. Tonight, a low around 40, and tomorrow, highs in the 70s. It's 44 in Lake Villa and 45 in.
Right after you said
Island
44, there was a click. It's on your mic.
It was on my mic.
Yep. 44. We'll listen.
44.
We'll listen back to it. It's not saying 44 that makes it happen. Greg Dibble is here. He got the giant check today for winning Log Toss. The future of Log Toss. We'll discuss that with Bret Kinnamon. Bret Kinnamon coming up in just a moment. Is this about what you expected for radio in the studio? Or have you been into a radio place before?
Never have.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
That's why he's staying.
It's
riveting.
He's
entertaining.
Yeah. You're a pistol, Greg. So, but is this about what you expected or?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. What's different than what would you expect?
Do you want to hit the pinata?
Sure.
I like the pinata. We were gonna use it when we moved in here. It was gonna be part of the day, and then we didn't get to it. I like it sitting there, and on camera, it's just some weird smiley face. It's like if you look at the camera, it's like there's some weird smiley face stoner, like just behind Leah.
It's our friend.
And because it's a smiley face pinata. And I'm like, it has no idea what its future is.
You guys, I
gonna
got it
bash the crap out of it. And it's so smiley face.
at Aldi for under $10. It was one of their Aldi aisle of shames.
Yeah. You know, all the stuff in it is probably like lead-filled
I
candy.
put the candy in there.
I thought it was Aldi candy. I thought it came with like Chinese candy that was made out of like.
No, I put good stuff
like
in
rat
there. Like I
poison.
might actually grab. I think I have got like Reese's.
You can't offer Greg to bash the pinata and then not let him.
Do we?
I don't want to. No, I don't want to do the pinata.
I don't really want to do the pinata
Greg, the
either.
offer is rescinded. I apologize.
Take
for
it all
Leah's-
back.
I apologize.
I'm sad.
You're still going to sit here? You okay?
You're still. He
He's
says
not-
he's sad.
Yeah. Well, he's the opposite of the smiley
Yeah,
face.
yeah, yeah.
All right. We'll get some more questions answered from Bret Kinnamon coming up. There will be no pinata this morning. It is 9:31.
It is time for the 95 WIIL ROCK Happy Hour News. So there is an alleged, shocking, sexual double meaning to the iconic Golden Arches logo. You know what I'm talking about.
I do not. I know the
The
McDonald's
McDonald's
Golden
one.
Arches.
Yeah. It's one of the most recognized symbols in the world today, and it's recirculating around the internet. Many assume that the McDonald's logo is simply a massive M, right? Represents
What it looks like to me.
the name of the fast food chain. However,
It's our camera.
experts claim that the symbol is also meant to represent a mother's nurturing breasts when looked at upside down.
Does it really look like that?
It does. So I guess this theory is not it's not a new theory. This happened. Yeah, it's been out for a while. Back in 2001, it was in a groundbreaking book, Fast Food Nation. But the company hired a design consult and a psychologist to help them rebrand. He advised the team
They want to get rid of the M?
well, he advised the team to keep the golden arches and revealed their hidden.
So go
hidden
with it.
meaning, Hidden meaning. Why I can't speak English?
Are you having a stroke right now? This is semantic
Grab the
satiation going on.
belt. Hidden meaning is what I tried saying.
The advisor said, "Look, if it does, go with it. Just
Mhm.
be like,
Just
yes,
go-
our,
right.
yes, our
Just
golden
own it.
arches are boobs.
Mhm.
When you were a young child and you needed nutrients and you wanted to suckle, this is what fed you. So we will be the boobs of your future." Or something
We
like
are
that.
the
They were like, go
Right,
with it.
right,
So
right.
are they gonna go with it?
Yeah,
Are
they're
they starting to
keeping
come
it.
out with the commercials with like push-up bras and things?
I mean,
or-
it kind of like that mom had many of children, right?
Oh, how saggy they are.
Yeah.
And they're upside down. So are there going to be McDonald's where they flip it over upside down now? Where
I'm not
it's
sure.
saggy. Let's go down to saggy boobs and get a fillet of fish. It's their new catchphrase. And I'm loving it. Let's go down to Saggy Boobs and get a fillet of fish.
That's what this article says.
People are turning around now and driving to McDonald's.
Sure.
Saggy, let's go down to Saggy Boobs and get a fillet of fish. It's their new catchphrase. See, you put that on a t-shirt. That's my new catchphrase. You can put that on a t-shirt, right? Let's go down to Saggy Boobs and get a fillet of fish. People are going to be like,
I'm hungry.
Hey, yo, bro, what's your t-shirt mean? And then you'll have to explain it. Anyway, Bret Kinnamon is here. Ask an investment advisor. If you got, any desire to retire, that is the main question that's coming in our retirement questions. Is that like your main? People are panicked or whatever. Is that like your main thing?
certainly one of the main things that we do for people is help them feel more comfortable in their own shoes and what they have and what their plan is.
Okay. Let's go to the text line for some more of those. This says, I'm throwing my extra money at tackling debt. Should I focus more on that or more on saving for retirement? Or what's the fraction, 60, 40, 70, 30? That's the question. People got debt, but they also want to put some money over here for retirement.
Right. You got to do a little both at the same time. If you wait until debt's gone, you might wait too long.
Yeah. So is there a percentage? He wants to know if there's a.
It
really depends on the person, right?
It depends on the person, how much debt there is, and what rate the debt is at.
If that person wanted to know more, does it cost anything to talk to you? Like, I mean, if somebody wants like this advice over the phone or to come in, can people actually just talk to you before they give you money, or do they got to pay you just to talk?
Yes,
How's that work?
We do have free consultations.
I just asked that,
we won't go too into depth in that free consultation, but we can at least let them know what we offer and let them know how we do what we do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. If I retire and had $1 million for retirement and blow it all before I die, am I an a-hole? Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
You can, if you blow all your retirement money and then you're getting, my plan is, and Yola drives her crazy because I spend, but not on things. I buy, like if we go out to dinner with a bunch of people, I buy. I just had the party this weekend. I hired a rock band and I had charcuterie is not cheap and all that. Like, because my goal is to die and have the money run out that day. But this person says, if I have $1 million and I blow it all, and then they live, but if you have $1 million, you should be able to live a pretty baller life without that principal going away. You should be able to live off.
You should be able to, but each to their own.
Yeah. Just blow it or whatever. So
yeah,
there's the advice you got from Bret Kinnamon this morning is blow your money. No, save,
no, I did not
make
say
some
that.
money, make some money. This text says there's a random gas station in Delvin that has a Bitcoin ATM. You can withdraw cash from your crypto wallet. Do you understand those words?
I do.
So crypto wallet is where you electronically keep your Bitcoin
in a safer place.
And they're saying you can turn it into real money.
Correct.
All right. Let me get a couple more questions. There's a whole lot.
I have a whole lot too.
Married couple both drawing Social Security of $1. We did that one already. This says I'm self-employed and my wife is starting a job that will bring in more than me. We have 3 kids. Who should file with the family exemptions? The self-employed guy or the wife with the job?
Normally, married filing joint is better than married filing separately. But it certainly could be looked at from year to year to see which is the better way. But 9 times out of 10, it is better to file married filing joint than married filing separate.
This text says I have $15,000 in gold bullion and rounds. I wonder if you physically have it. That's heavy. People think I sell it and put it in my IRA. My defense is it's my emergency quick cash relief. Who's right? Should the man keep his $15,000 in gold bullion? I mean, if there's an apocalypse,
it doesn't hurt to have something like that. But like you just were going to say, if there's an apocalypse, you've got to have something to cut it up into little pieces.
Okay. So have gold bullion, but also something to smelt your money with.
Sure.
Whatever. So are you apocalyptic on your outlook of the future? And
Not at all.
Not
at all. Very optimistic person. There's always going to be a better day down the road.
You're bullish on the world. Basically.
Sure, I am.
All right.
Exactly.
Bret Kinnamon, thank you for coming in today. We have one more thing we got to talk about with you. It has to do with the log toss, which Greg, the 2G's Dibble is here and got his giant check. We're going to post those pictures later on today. I want to tell Greg, thanks for coming in. Did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
All right. Well,
how many winners have there been?
3.
I want to know what's happening to the log toss game. I'm
we'll
not
talk
liking
about
what I'm hearing.
We'll talk about it. The previous 2 winners both died after they got the money. So I don't know.
It's that curse, like the lottery curse.
Well, it's
the
like
log toss.
or the pyramids or whatever.
Yeah.
So best of luck, Greg. It was nice knowing you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I have no idea what happened to them. I have no idea what happened to them. But congratulations on winning the log toss jackpot. You might be the last person to do that. What? We'll talk with Bret. It's his jackpot. He's Bret is the guy who gave you the money, basically. We're too cheap. He's thrown in $9.51 every week for like a couple of years for you to win that jackpot. So congratulations and thank you, Bret, for the money.
So is there going to be a new game?
We will talk about that after the break. We shall see. It is 9:42.
Mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 56.
I shall follow your guidance because it's your cash. Hey, they're setting up here at the G Spot today at Studio East. If you're looking for something to do later on today, otherwise we'll be here at 1 as they get ready for their show tonight. Where are they tonight, Leah?
They're going to be at Route 20.
All right.
It's not an outhouse anymore, right?
Along with
Route 20.
Route 20. Along with Adelaide's Way. Did you find out if they're going to do studio East?
I have an email saying they're going to be here, but
All
there's also been nothing else talked
So
about.
live music this afternoon, acoustic, a few songs here at the G Spot at Gurney Mills. Coming out and check it out with 95 WIIL ROCK, the rock station. So we're going to talk log toss with Bret Kinnamon. He's paid off the jackpot a couple of times. And I think with the new studio and the move to the new place, bits get retired. So it might be time to retire the log toss, but we still want Bret to have something to sponsor and something to do with his $9.51 that he kicks into the jackpot every week. The log toss jackpot is already up huge again. I think we cancel because there's nowhere to really throw it that it makes sense in here. Log toss started on a lark. Everything started on a lark. Studio East is named Studio East because I made a joke about the conference room being east of the studios.
Right.
And then they went with it. I'm like, what? The tens of listeners was just me joking around that we only have tens of listeners. And now it's like our official thing. These are all just dumbass things that we sometimes
those are the
with.
best things.
Well, it's all we provide here. Log toss was me. The first time was it Lisa or Emma, I forget who it was. I said, I'm only going to show you this once. I had my 5 sheets of paper that run the show that I use as a guide as we do the show. Yes, I prepare for this. And I said, I'm only going to show you this once. And I threw it over my shoulder and it landed in a hanging bail box. It was a spectacular throw. And I should have stuck with, I'm only going to show you this once. And it should have been the end of it and gone out on top. Then for a year, I tried to do it again and I couldn't. And then I got good at it. I had a week where I was perfect. And we decided, let's make it into a contest. People email in when I have a perfect week. You win the jackpot, blah, blah, blah. Bret Kinnamon Accounting and Tax Service jumps on. We got $9.51. We throw in. Greg DeBibble ends up winning, $1,200 off
the history of the log toss.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that boring? I'm sorry.
No. You're going to make a movie.
We're about to kill a baby. Okay. Starring Owen Wilson. He's the guy. I'm Owen Wilson. And then Morgan Freeman narrates, my friend Andy Dufresne wanted to win the log toss. But I think everything runs its course and we're in this new room and I don't know how it goes and it's contrived and whatever. But I still want to do, Bret, you still want to sponsor us? You're a long-term sponsor of the program?
Sure, definitely.
Why would you sponsor this program? Just between you and me.
I get great results.
Really?
Yes.
All right. No, there's that.
Our name is very recognizable.
Yeah. What is it?
Recognizable.
Kinnamon Accounting and Tax Service. Like cinnamon with a K.
I thought you asked
Leah,
what
keep up.
recognizable was.
So here's my thinking. We haven't had a sponsor in a while on Open Phone Thursday, which is the best day of the week. We do that. We sponsor Open Phone. Mike, his sales guy, is just freaking out right now that I'm changing things.
Yeah. Well, you have to listen.
We have you sponsor Open Phone Thursday, and we throw $9.51 in every week, and the jackpot grows. And you know how you ring the bell when you like a call?
Yeah.
Every week there's one bell ring, and that person gets to spin the wheel. And the wheel is between, 1 and 951 because we're 95.1. So the person says 86. And if the wheel stops on 86, that person wins the jackpot. So every time somebody spins, you basically have a 9.
Oh, I like that.
And the jackpot will grow and grow and go because the odds of that are 1 in 951. It should take 951 weeks before anybody hits the jackpot, which is a long time.
That's a really long
At
time.
some
I won't
point-
be here.
At some point,
that
we retire it and we just have a drawing,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
maybe somebody hits it and it grows and grows. It's already over $1,000 or whatever.
Is it?
Yeah,
Again?
pick a number between 1 and 9. Greg Dibble, pick a number between. Listen, if you get it, you can have what the jackpot is now, and it's near $1,000 or whatever. You can win again. Pick a number between. You can be our first contestant for this. Do you agree? Do you think this would be a good idea, Brett?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Then we sponsor Open Phone Thursday every week. We have a sponsor for that, and we put the money there. Does everybody? Does this sound? Leah, does that sound?
This is the first time I'm hearing about
I'm
it,
just
so
making
I'm
it up. I'm
digesting
pulling
it.
it out of my ass.
I like
as
it.
you.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
still stinky and new. But does it sound like an idea? Right?
I think it sounds like an
Brett?
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Greg
yeah.
Dibble from the outside as one of our listeners. You do listen to the station. You didn't just send the email in, did you, for the money?
No, I listen.
All right. So pick a number between 1 and 951.
17.
17 is was there a reason? Or is that a lucky number?
My son's baseball number.
All right. If it hits 17, you can have whatever the jackpot is now, too. Do we all agree to that?
Yep.
Good. All right.
Sure.
Computer, pick a number between 1 and 951.
Here's a number between 1 and 951. It's 638.
You suck, Dibble. All right. So there, you did not win. You did not
That
win.
was your
You-
second one. I
Yeah,
would have
yeah.
taken.
That was going to be your other one. Always go with your second guess. So that's what we're going to do with the log toss jackpot. Now we'll figure out the details. The final log toss ever is coming up in just a couple of minutes.
Are we going to ask Alexa every time?
No, we're going to ask. Don't say that on the air. Now
Sorry.
you've alerted everybody who's got
Sorry.
the radio on. Their thing now alert. Play 95 WIIL Rock. So now we got her playing 90. Yeah, I guess. Did you want to get a wheel with 951 actual numbers on it?
Yeah, because you can.
Tell you what, when you find a replacement wheel with 951 numbers
You
on it,
I have the thing online.
that's what we'll do.
It's the wheel decide, and you
This
can,
is a thing online and it talks. Yours, you just read the answer. It can be complete BS. This one actually talks.
Are you saying I could cheat?
I'm picking a number 86. Computer, pick a number between 1 and 951. All right, she sucks sometimes. Computer, pick a number between 1 and 951.
Here's a number between 1 and 951. It's 294.
I suck at it too. So there you go. That's what we're going to do with the jackpot.
Okay.
You were here when we birthed the new bit. Congratulations, Greg Dibble. Thank you for coming in. Enjoy the final log toss check for $1,255.35.
Sad.
Thank you.
And Bret Kinnamon, thank you for coming in.
You're very welcome.
The final log toss ever coming up in just a couple of minutes. It is 9:50.
Mix of sun and clouds today. High of 56.
It's a sad day. Here's Papa Roach on WIIL Rock. So that makes her the a-hole. It's going to be the
It's
final.
not the official rules.
It's defined. Yeah, it is. If it's a fill-in, it's a team effort. Log toss is the two of us based on a perfect week. I made yesterday. If I make today, tomorrow, and Friday,
okay.
It's your fault that no one won the final log toss jackpot. So it'll be the final week of log toss, and Open Phone Thursday sponsorship will begin next Thursday. So Leah could be the reason that nobody wins the final jackpot.
I hope you miss it right now. I hope you fall out of your chair.
Bret, by the way, determined that if we did between 1 and 951 on the wheel spins, it would be how long before we got a winner?
A little over 18 years.
18.2, he goes.
That puts me at 75. I am not doing this until 75.
Pop will be next door by then.
Yeah, Pop is out on that. So log toss, thanks to Kinnamon Accounting and Tax Service. You make the green, they count the beans. The garbage can is not in camera view, but that's all right. I made yesterday. Watch this. I'm only going to show you this once.
Yeah, show me it once. Don't fall.
Oh, it was so close.
It wasn't, though.
Shut up, Leah. You're off the hook. You're off the hook on log toss. Bret, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Bret.
Very welcome.
Thank you for taking our money.
Honored to be here.
All right.
Thank you.
Log toss, thanks to Kinnamon Accounting and Tax Services like Cinnamon with a K. If you have actual questions, you needed investment advice or whatever, talk to them in person. Check out KinnamonInvest.com. Bret Kinnamon can't get out of the room because everybody keeps asking
I
him
know.
questions.
I'm like, because I knew I was going to get heated about
Yeah,
it. Like
yeah.
my heart rate,
Bret, thank you.
my blood
Dragon
pressure's
for the
up.
money. Yeah, yeah.
Bye, guys. Have a good one. You can exit the same way you came in.
Did you just tell them don't let the door hit them where the good Lord split them? They were
the
guests of the
nicest
show.
way. I just want that. You see, now he's
Sounded
going
like
the
it.
other direction.
That was-
Wrong way, Bret.
That was don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Anyway, thanks to Bret for coming in. Everybody here had a bunch of questions for him before he left. If you have specific questions, you got to get personal answers for your money. KinnamanInvest.com and go talk to him, see what he can do for you. We do it. And then when you get the statement, just throw it out.
Yeah.
Don't look at it because you're like,
I never look at mine.
I never look at it because you'll freak out. Anyway, so KinnamanInvest.com. Show close. This is going to be the new show close music instead of the Lighthouse music. Starting Monday, we will just read the show notes at the end of the show. You ready for today? We didn't get a lot today.
Oh, we were busy.
3 things on the weekend rewind. Today's show sucked, but we will have stolen body parts. Goat Boy, Penis Head, and Leah is one of the bits. And then Viagra and the Lizard. The lizard.
Oh, the lizard. You're out there licking lizards
Viagra
again.
and the licking lizard.
Licking lizard.
It's supposed to work like Viagra, but it's a specific lizard. Don't go out in the yard and find a salamander in a sandbox and think you're going to get a boner.
I wish.
We are late, John. Never mind.
I gotta go.
Ryan, go lick a salamander.
You are so fired.
John Perry is coming in next. We are late. 10:01.
Sunny and 56 today.
Leah's back this afternoon to talk to Otherwise and maybe.
I meant to ask John Perry when he was in here.
Studio East here at the G Spot at Gurney Mills. We got live music this afternoon. Come out and watch that. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning for Open Phone Thursday. Bright and early, 5 until 10. Handsome John Banging Betty Perry in next. You have a good day. 95 WIIL Rock, the rock station.